Well, I'm raised in Houston, but when I was younger, when we came from Mexico, San Antonio was the first stop for my family. And my cousins and my aunts and all my primos and everybody located here, while my dad and my mom moved further on into Houston, and we got raised over there. And then on the summers we'd come over here, because like my parents had to work, and so they didn't have nobody to take care of us. So I'd run around in San Antonio during the summertime every summer.
And you said that you did your whole first two mixtapes here?
Well, no, I did my first one at Maldo Cota Mix, all in San Antonio. I chose the location of the mic drop here because of that reason, because of the history with the backyard. The When I was doing my first album, we had D Kane over here fucking cutting the grass and shit. He still didn't have fucking Edgar yet, so he was still.
DK? I was like, what?
It's a joke. It's a joke, bro.
I was like, did he just say
Man.
DK?
Oh yeah, I
That's
said D Kane. King Edgar. But nah, uh, the reason I picked the backyard here was because the doorway over there, that was my album cover of me in the doorway. And the street right here is where I took the pictures for the back of the cover. This whole area, like where we filmed videos, man. We recorded a lot of music inside this house. My homeboy has a studio here. So a lot of stuff got done here.
Okay.
And it's got a lot of history for me.
And then you said your second mixtape, it was just full of San Antonio artists?
Well, no, my second album.
Oh, your second album.
My second album was all San Antonio features, man. Fucking, I had BDG, Just Latino, Kodak, Dirty Work. Fucking anybody that you could think of from San Antonio at the moment that was coming up, I had them on my album. Just
Yeah.
trying to show
So,
love.
You chose that because you were staying in San Antonio, or you had like an
Because
appreciation?
I have a fondness for San Antonio, man. I have a fondness for the 210 for the simple fact that I consider this my second home,
Okay.
I'm raised here in the summers, bro. Like, I know the areas, so to me it's like home, man. So me coming over here to do music or to shoot a video, whatever, is not a second guess for me. That's a straight, let's go home,
Yeah.
you know?
So, me growing up, like, seeing you, I learned about you through DopeHouse. You know what I mean? I think that's what, and then, like, your classic song, Mexican Inside of Me,
Hell yeah.
we listened to that so many times, I'm probably going to listen to it on the way home. But so how did you, like, end up being part of DopeHouse and everything?
Well, South Park Mexican was my homeboy in high school, and well, he wasn't homeboy. He was an acquaintance of mine, and we used to skip school and shit.
Okay.
And later on in life, I was a Low G's tattoo artist, and he invited me to the Dope House. And when I went up there, I ran across SPM again, and we talked, and he invited me to record over there. So
At that point, was SPM big already, or?
well, he had the Hustle Town album out,
Oh, okay.
and that was it. He still didn't have he only had Hillwood and Hustle Town, and that was it.
So how was it in Houston at that time, during that time?
It was the beginning of the movement that we see now. It was the very beginning of the Mexicans being heard and noticed, So it was a different scene than it is now, because like now, shit, we're heard like a mug, dog. You hear D-Baby and Mexican OT and Faux Mob and everybody,
Yeah.
They're moving, but that didn't get started until we did something a long time ago.
Yeah.
So it was cool.
And so, I wanted to ask you about what you think of the new artists, but before we get to that, how was it, like, during the rise and then the height of Dope House, and then how was it during the fall?
I think it was good because, man, we're out, like, it's out everywhere. I know right now, people can't check their social media without seeing Baby Bash, MC Magic, and Little Rob tour. That's everywhere, dog. Like, dog, they're doing it. So that's one of the benefits of being in that movement. You were first, and well, also I got to give a shout out to my homeboy Baby Bash. He's one of the first Latinos in rap that I knew that kept on being consistent on the radio.
Yeah.
It wasn't necessarily my style of rap because I like the aggressive stuff, but it was rap all regardless, and it was music, and it was beautiful, and I support the movement. So I think it was a cool ass time, and it did a lot for the culture, our culture, because on the cool, America didn't recognize us too much, bro. They were like, they thought of everybody as a Chicano lowrider. Anytime you said Mexican, you thought cholo, bald head, and the lowrider. You didn't think of nothing else. You didn't think that we could integrate with black people and other type of music, but we showed them different. So it's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna check real quick just to see if it's recording.
All right.
Okay, it is.
Bet.
So you mentioned a few of the new names that are on the top right now or rising. What is your opinion about the whole landscape of the current Latino hip?
I like it. Like right now on Spotify, I'm number 11, bro, in Texas. The first person is, I think, Mexican OT first, then SPM, then somebody else, then D Baby, and then it goes on, and I'm number 11.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm still in the mix. As much as I get messed with on social media and this and that, it doesn't. The numbers don't lie, and the numbers ain't stopping. It's just people can be a little fidgety on social media because they're safe at home, so they got like no filter. They're brave as hell. They'll say whatever because they're on their phone next to mama. Yeah. So it's all good. So I got to remember that when I see stuff. Yeah, I do, bro, because like I'll see stuff and I'll get angry like, and then I got to remember it's probably this 14-year-old dude in his room that's probably cussing me out on his mother's Wi-Fi, dog, and me getting upset with a little kid is not gonna work for me.
Yeah.
So,
like most people wouldn't say what they say online in person.
Yeah, no, actually, I've had I've kind of learned my lesson about that. I had a concert one time, and there was people that were talking crazy, right? So I was like, bet, meet me at the show, and I came ready. When I went to that show, nobody showed up. It was all love, and I was messing with my fans the wrong way. I was waiting for somebody to talk mess, and everybody was nothing but showing love, taking pictures and stuff, and I had the wrong attitude toward it. So I had to quit letting stuff like that get to me and messing it up for the good people, man. Because majority of the times I learned the dog that barks don't bite at all, especially on social media.
So what's the craziest experience you've had with a fan?
With a fan? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, it was all love, man. The craziest thing I've ever had was somebody that tattooed my face on him, a portrait of me. And I say that's crazy because in order for me to get like one of my loved ones or somebody tattooed their portrait, it has to mean a lot to me. Yeah. And what I found was crazy was that I meant a lot to somebody enough to get my face put on them. So to me, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, man. Yeah. But it's a blessing. And I never thought I'd be there, dog. Like, cool enough where somebody wants my face on them because I'm ugly, bro. For real.
So, I don't know. Like, I'm not too sure and I'm not assuming. But, have you done time?
Huh?
Have you done time?
Yes.
How much time have you done?
The last time I did 18 months. Yes. And it's always been for stupid stuff.
Yeah.
I've been locked up for stealing cars, man, for selling coke, for selling weed, smoking weed, for misdemeanor theft, for assault, bro. Oh my God. Yeah, everything that was stupid I did.
What was the last time, the most recent?
An assault.
And how recent was that? How recent?
2014.
Okay, so you kind of left that behind.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah. Once I did the last one, I did 18 months, and I was like, you know what? I'm done doing time. I know what it's going to take for me not to go back. I just got to catch my snap when I know that I'm getting out of it. When something's upsetting me, I know how to identify it, and I know how to not let it trigger me now. Because before I let it trigger me, and it put me in situations where my temper did stuff. And now, thank God, sometimes you got to go through some stuff to learn how to act. Yeah. For me, I couldn't be told, look, be cool, man. You're gonna go to jail. I didn't want to hear it. I had to go to jail, find out it sucked, and then made a decision in there that I'm not coming back, man, no matter what.
Yeah.
And then come out with that changed mentality, man.
So was that last time something different about it, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more you realize that you're wasting time, that you don't have a lot of time. Because, like, somebody asked me this question. They said, Juan, if I gave you $1 million right now, would you take it? And I'm like, hell yeah, $1 million? Bro, it'd solve all my problems. And then they were like, but what if I were to tell you at the same time that if I give you that $1 million, tomorrow you couldn't wake up? That was it. I was like, nah, hell nah, man. Keep the $1 million, keep a zillion million. I want tomorrow, you know? That showed me that tomorrow is important to me. You know, it's value. I see you valued more than money. And then to have to give up my tomorrow to prison is the same thing as somebody telling me, I'll give you $1 million, but you can't wake up tomorrow. I get life, but I can't really live my life, man. I'm stuck in a cell.
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. And that's what I learned.
So going back to the young artists and stuff, and the popping artists,
Mm-hmm.
who's your favorite? Like, who would you say?
My favorite?
Yeah, like out of all the names that you mentioned, or even the names that you
Yeah,
haven't-
nah, I ain't gonna lie. I cut for Fo Mom, dog. I like his voice, man. I like some of Mexican OT stuff. I like homeboy Running Up Chris from Minnesota. I cut for a dude called G-Man from Houston, Texas. And those are some of the new artists that I like, man.
Okay.
Cool.
You don't have a favorite?
Nah, I don't have nobody that I put on regular. Well, it's because, like, when I jam music, I don't jam new artists. I jam old classic rock.
Okay.
Because on the cool, if I'm going to be a rapper, I don't want to listen to rap all day if I'm doing that as a job.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to just jam some cool stuff.
That's exactly how I am too.
Hell yeah.
And then I guess the last question would be, is there anything that you want to talk about? Anything that you should, like, you feel you should say?
Nah, not really, man. Everything that I needed to say has been said, and it's on social media, and it's out there. So I really don't want to stir up the pot, as you could say, anymore.
Yeah.
Because you got a bunch of crying motherfuckers, dog, that I can't tell them that somebody did wrong, because they'll cry because they're like, that's my favorite rapper. He can't do no wrong. Your favorite rapper is a sick son of a bitch. And if you need to hear it like that, then I will. But if you can't take it, which most people can't, I end up getting bashed over it. Bashed. So I learned to move very carefully. You know, like, yeah, these dudes act like bras and they cry like women. So I can't say a bunch of stuff that I want to
Okay.
without getting somebody. I bet you if anybody hears this comment, they're going to cry and they're going to say some stuff and you're going to see all kinds of stuff.
Are you're talking about somebody specifically?
Yeah, but I'm doing it
You're
on
not
the
gonna
very
say.
cool.
Okay.
And if you know, you know, you know.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right.
That's news to me. You know, I didn't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
nah, man. But you got to be cool, man.
Yeah.
To me, it's not worth it, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I got a pretty good peace of mind and I got a good life.
Yeah.
And all I did was express an opinion, how I feel and what I think.
Yeah. And everybody has an opinion.
And exactly. But my opinion broke hearts, made grown men cry, turned grown men to women on the internet. I hate you. I hate you. Yeah. So I hate doing that to men. So yeah,
I
I
guess
quit.
we'll end the interview at that.
All right, brother. Much love, man.